It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
You guys look at the best quarterback in the league in this game right now. That guy right there.
In the National Football League.
He's like the league MVP every year.
At any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his team.
Let's look at injuries because that guy's not supposed to be there, but it's fine if he is. No injured players. Why is he playing there? Oh, I just did my depth chart and saved it, and it's wrong. Oh, never mind.
Every week.
Throwing to start the drive. Porter. He finds
the linebackers were offset.
It's Hart. 5 yards on the game's first play.
You know, it's funny, 56 Donald actually is not my main backup because Hurd came up and Smith is still an 88 and Donald's like an 83, so it's kind of dumb for me to start Donald over Smith. So Hurd and Callan are my new linebackers.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Porter. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Also, 91 is my new right end. I'm starting him over Boston. He's a couple years younger and he's slightly not quite as good, so he'll be better eventually. But, you know, I always go for the younger guy. There he is.
Just a yard out of it, and they're going to be staring.
He was actually at the 5th pick of the draft. I got him in a trade, but he was a high pick, so between him and Thurmond, I got a nice future on my hands.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I got a feeling Thurman's going to lead the league in sacks or be close to it. He's going to have a good year.
Defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what.
All right, so changes on offenses. We have the new tight end. He'll be the backup, but he's new tight end, number 87. Keegan Jones, 19, is my new number 1 receiver. He just continues they just keep giving him points. He keeps getting points, so I'll show you. He was always close to Parnell. Him and Parnell were like a point away, but I think he passed him up by a point. Plus, I think Keegan is the more versatile as far as number 1 receiver. He can go deep and stuff better. Parnell's really good on the number 2 and in the slot and everything. Yeah, so Jones is an 87 now. I think he was 86 and 85 last year. Peck went down a point to an 80. He's just getting older. Hewitt and Kramer there. But, yeah, Keegan Jones is the real deal.
Schedule for that week. And secondaries take notice because you've got
as far as offensive line goes, I think just the depth is different.
Arm, one is capable of challenging any level of defense
but it's
on any given
offensive line is basically the same.
That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take
Damn it, I was waiting for the
8-yard line.
The linebacker to stop fucking moving for my receiver. It just didn't happen.
First and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery, Porter. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the
I have a really, really good feeling I'm going to get a lot of sacks this year.
The offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to...
Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now a second and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilkins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Murphy trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's second and 10. Murphy running straight ahead. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Fucking all reliable. That guy catches. He catches fucking everything.
Trusted, familiar
I will never get rid of
in
him.
that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
This specific play is why I chose to pick Keegan, number 1 receiver. Hopefully it works out here, but he's going to, with the speed he's got, he can break this play wide open.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
Yeah, see, they had it covered pretty good, but yeah, you'll see.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Murphy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's Murphy again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Now here's Murphy. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Porter. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Yeah, I picked him number 4 for a reason, baby.
And it brings up second.
Next future great linebacker.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, my defense is now officially unfair.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man here is Foster. And he goes out right around the 39. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he'll go out near midfield the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 3. Now a first carry here for their running back. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Third down and 1. Now a give here to Murphy. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game. So far.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off play action. Porter. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
Sorry if it was just acting up there for a second. I actually tabbed out to check on one of my recordings, and for some reason, with the new update on my recording software, when I tab out onto that program, for some fucking reason, it just slows everything down. I don't know why that is. I don't know if the update just kind of broke the app or whatever. I mean, it works, but it works okay. It just kind of looks like it maybe slows my game down. So that just happened. Sorry about that. It's just, I think when they patch it again, it won't be a problem. It never was in the past.
It's across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Looking to throw. Porter. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going up the middle, Foster. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw. Porter. Able to find Gray here. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Porter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Porter. That's to Bowers once again. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Holiday. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Porter looking middle, and it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Porter. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime here on Open. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect the linebacker to go over there. You know, they do the whole thing where they just run you around and stop, and it's just annoying.
Swing. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know if kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll go with Murphy here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They run again here with Murphy. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Murphy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
See what I'm talking about, what they're doing? They're like hitting my receivers, then they run right to where the routes and they fucking stand there. It's like the AI is just like, we're going to fucking code in that every play you fucking call, our defenders are going to know exactly what you're doing. It's annoying.
Defensively, a potential game
I should have thrown fucking 5 picks already.
Incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I always complete that pass. I could throw nowhere on that one. Nobody was open.
The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yep. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I can't do anything. Everything is literally perfectly covered. I can't do anything. I literally can do nothing. I can't throw the ball. I can't fucking run. I can't do. I'm trying to get to my tight end. I can't even do that. He's never open. They just run back the second I throw the ball. 6 people run to the fucking ball, and they're standing where the fucking route ends. It's like annoying. It's very fucking annoying. Yeah, all of a sudden I can't do anything. Like, fuck you, man.
5 yards on the return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. scoring to start the drive. Porter under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Operating from the gun, Porter to the right side and intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this a 9-point game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Porter. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hart.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off the bunch ball plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Porter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and long. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Porter. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This will be fielded at the 17 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. A heck of a play there defensively. Interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And up. The 26-yard line, just across the 25. Miami set to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second. It's now 2nd and 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2nd down and 6 now. On the handoff, it's Murphy. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Foster. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Porter. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looking to throw. Porter. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's the Raiders punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Dolphin football. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second and 14. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously this is the only team in the league that can kind of match me in talent. I mean, it's just,
this will be a
I mean, number 19 is 99 speed, and he can't even create separation on their corners. This is going to be a good game.
Defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll
the second half's been a disaster offensively. The only reason I'm in this game is because my defense. The sacks is the only reason.
To start the drive. Porter, and he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the bootleg. Porter. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good start.
Yeah, I mean, just all of a sudden, I have a great first half, and then all of a sudden, I can literally do nothing.
Midfield at the 49.
Yeah. I wonder if the AI fucking, controls games and shit. It's fucking ridiculous. Not that I don't win a lot, but, like, it's insane. The 3rd quarter, they're running right to my routes end and standing there. The 4th quarter, I can't get any separation with a 99 speed receiver. Not one fucking time can I get any separation.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This caught. Reception by Holmes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Porter. Got an open man. It's Foster. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hart. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of it.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that'll be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's not
there
even
we go.
gonna come.
There we go. Push my fucking receiver 3 yards fucking back while he's trying to go on his route. Like, come on, man.
A big loss in the wrong direction.
Yeah, there we fucking go. Hey, just hand them the win. Hand it to
with
him.
such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he stopped immediately there. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Porter. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
Yeah, we've had a rough. The offense has been rough today, man. Been a rough day.
So far, he's got this offense rolling.
He's got
right
what? 2
now.
picks, two touchdowns. I mean, that's okay. I mean, I guess it's okay, but we're not winning because of fucking we can't get anything rolling. We just can't get anything rolling. Yeah, between them standing there and just physically can't create separation.
1st and 10
just
here.
Rough.
Back to throw. Looking middle.
He feels slow as fuck, 19. I don't know why.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different.
There we go.
He's done it many times before.
Could go deep here.
To get
Great separation. He's got separation. He's got separation. No, why are you doing that? And why did you miss it?
Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw.
I mean, just this guy's zero. He can't separate from him.
He knocks the ball away.
He just zero knows exactly every single time he runs straight. He just turns around and runs straight.
Matter of the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it go again.
I mean, Jesus Christ, 19's a fucking 99.
And incomplete. They had to go for it.
He's running. He's like backpedaling and then just turning around and jogging and keeping up with him. Like, come on, man.
Excellent field position. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
I probably complete 30% of my passes in this game. Unfucking believable.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement.
I just kept going for deep shit thinking one's going to fucking hit eventually.
Games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.
Okay, well, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. I don't mind losing, but like that's ridiculous.
Not everyone's going to start.
When all of a sudden I can literally do nothing.
The league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build on that opener.
The Raiders team is ridiculously talented too.
You make your most
like they're so good.
Week 1 and week 2.
They'd have like 5 Super Bowls if it wasn't for me winning the Super Bowls. They'd have like fucking 5 of them.
So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year.
This Raider team's fucking
and they will head back home.
That might be the best. The second half of that team.
Meanwhile,
the second half of this game might have been the best defense I've ever played against in this game. Like it was, I couldn't do anything.
And they look to get back in the win column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off.
48% completion percentage. About 70 in the first half. Yeah, this is like, that was
for
insane.
Our entire crew, alongside Charles
I mean, Jones
Davis,
I just kept throwing him the ball.
For watching,
I wonder how many
everybody.
targets
We'll
he had.
next
Did
time.
it say targets? Yeah, they probably had fucking 12 targets. I tried to get, oh, that's good. Tried to get him 3 fucking yard average. I could not get him the ball. Insane. Look at these sacks, though. Look at these sacks. 2. That's 7 right there. That's 11 fucking sacks in a game. And we had a pick. We still couldn't fucking win. That's crazy. That's how much of a shutdown in the fucking second half. Anyway, see you guys on the next one.